You already know what it is. It was all a dream podcast. Back at y'all again with another one. They call me Dutchy, man.
Bars.
DJ Blackout.
Oschino, Vasquez, what up, what up?
Boy Siege, let's go.
All right, this episode here is a very, very, very special one for me because we have hip hop royalty in the building. So first and foremost, I want to thank Allah that you're still here.
Sure.
Because a lot of people, you know, ain't here no more.
Sure.
Man. You know what I'm saying? That was something that I was compelled, man, to tell you because as a father, I don't know how I would manage. You know what I'm saying? Like with that type of obstacle being put in front of me, but we know the qadr of Allah and that's what we live by, but it's still our children.
Yeah. Right.
So
I was at the grave site today. Just going down there, I mean, it's the hardest thing ever. Out of anything in life, it's the hardest thing ever. It's nothing harder than that. Nothing harder than you start unrecognizing yourself. Your brain start playing tricks on you. You start feeling crazy, like, you know what I mean? So you start how to put yourself, especially when it's your son that, you know, you got sons by some people that, I may not see him all the time. No, this is my son that was, with me from some, I wanted him since before he was born, waiting for him to be born, So like that, called me 2 hours before it happened, So like, that shit like, fucked me up bad. Like, I almost ain't make it through that shit, man.
I don't know how you made it, bro. I heard you say he used to be with you like on a day-to-day basis, every day.
Every day. He was
running around with you.
Yeah, every picture he with me, we in LA, his mom do hair.
Okay.
So she used to like be at work, so he was maybe out. Since he was 2 years old, he be in LA and all that, So that was my young boy. The same name and everything, So like, then he had a 2-month-old daughter with that.
It's crazy.
And then like,
So how's that change your perspective when you think about all the stuff that you've been through?
That's the reason why I made it with being like I was cool with it because it made everything seem simple, like significant. It made it like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? So that's what it did. It made that to me. It made me not scared to die. Like if you feel real guilty if your son died, you still love it. That's the thing. Like it's just.
So let's go back to the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was one of the first years that you ever really started to say, well, this is something that I want to do far as with music?
I always wanted to do it, right? But when I got shot in '97, because I was in the Army, I went to the Army. From straight out of house correction, I went to the Army. And when I did basic training, I came home and got shot up, and I couldn't go back. I said, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I got shot up bad, So I said, damn, I gotta do something. And then I just went to the studio, man, because I already was writing records, but on the low. Right. I just took that shit all the way serious. Talking about, like, I said, this gotta work. This shit gotta work. So I take that shit real time. No going on dates, none of that shit. Talking about straight studio. And get songs and shit.
So who was your influences? Like when you thought about that first time you wanted to go in there and make a song?
I didn't really have too many influences then, because like back then it was about having your own style.
Okay.
So you can't really rap like nobody. But Biggie my favorite rapper ever, all time. That's just Jadakiss, that bad boy shit that was going on. That was what it was. So like. But at the same time, we rap different a little bit because it was more like gangster shit than clothes shit. Like
fly shit.
Major Figures had the clothes shit and the fly shit down pat. They had that shit on. They had that shit on Smash shit.
So you started with a group ICH.
Yeah, ICH.
Inner City Hustlers, right?
Yep.
I remember that time very, very well because it was like, we didn't have social media.
No, at all.
So the word of mouth shit was like
that's more powerful though.
Yeah, it was but you know who them niggas was that that was really making an impact because your name was brought up. You know what I'm saying? And those who could rap type of conversations. So I remember those days of ICH and y'all being from a whole nother part of the city and niggas is talking. I think the Black House was like places where a lot of artists that was
in front of Studio 37.
Yeah, Studio 37. Shit, man, those was the fucking days.
I remember I was all cocky and shit, but most things I was destroyed, right? Then you run into something, like, oh shit. Like I ran into a nigga journalist one time, like, oh shit. I said, I gotta get my. Yo, I used to battle every weekend, Shaliano.
Oh, damn.
That's my blood cousin.
That's what I mean. Listen, I used to always stress this boy across Spotlight on Lancaster Avenue, right? And he got his homies out. My homie like, this nigga like the wild ass DMX. Especially, imagine he young though. So I gotta battle this nigga every weekend like that. That nigga had me.
And he never run out of bars.
And he freestyle like he wrote it. He freestyle like you think he wrote it. He underrated. He play nigga. So I gotta battle this nigga like 19, 20. And my homie was like, oh, you better let him get you this. So that's how I'll start getting good about like putting yourself out there for failure. I was stressed out coming to go battle this nigga in front of people. Everything.
So that's the same group. Emilio Sparks was in.
Yeah. Sheliano's. Shout out Sheliano, man. He underrated. There's some niggas that was some problems. There's still some problems.
He definitely was.
That nigga did some shit recently. I mean, that nigga. So then he's all aggressive. You mean you think all in your face and shit? I saw how the best niggas.
Okay, so in the time, right, from ICH, right?
So when did ICH start? When did
it started before I was in it. It was already a known group before I was in it.
So who was in that group? Emilio, who else?
So Emilio wasn't in it before me. It was like the older people before me. It was like the time 100X and them. They came out around that time.
So
they basically recruited me like, yo, young, you high, like, yeah, man, we got a studio, so I got a real job. I can just stay in there. Then they just get money, so I just stayed in there. I mean, so I just took advantage of that shit. Like, everybody was leave. Then I found some young boy in the Colossus. He knew how to work the computer shit. Kidnapped him. I just had like 300 songs. I mean, so
it's crazy. Wow.
I mean, but it's good because by the time I got a chance to try to get signed, I was ready. I mean, I was ready.
So where Emilio coming at?
Well, he was hustling right from the same boy that had the studio. I mean, so he rapped. So he started coming in and rapping like this nigga sound crazy. I mean, so we started doing songs together like just homie in the joint kicking. Right. And next thing you know, we got a whole bunch of shit together. I mean, it's like yo.
So was there ever a time that y'all thought like we should make ourselves a duo or?
No, it was like it just happened by default.
Okay.
I mean,
because everybody, when you think about State Property and y'all crew, is like they always put Emilio and Sparks like y'all was a group in it.
But though, when you look at State Property One's album, mostly all the songs me and Sparks had before we even knew them, before we even knew anybody in it. They just put people verses on shit like Sons of a Hustler, all that shit like that's all that shit. We had that. That was our song.
That's some shit right there.
We had bad.
We gonna get into that. So tapping back into the middle, right? And right, because now you in the middle, basically. Like now you doing it. You went from the beginning where you said I always wanted to do it. Then now you into the mode of all right, we doing. You got 300 songs.
Yeah.
From that time to getting the initial deal that we all want, you know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted was to get signed.
I moved to New York before I moved to New York, living in Yonkers. I was living out there for like 9 months.
Bro, I lived in Yonkers for me and Bump lived out there for 2 years. Bro.
I was out there. I was in
Schoolhouse Project.
Yeah, I was in 98 to 99. I was out there. I mean, go to the restaurant studio every day in Getty Square every day.
But I thought you met Hov and them here in Philly though, right?
No, I met Hov in New York, but the boys took me to Hov. I've been in Philly.
But now listen, I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm rising to that. So listen, I'm getting to that, right? So okay, now you go from Yonkers. So who are some of the artists that you worked with in the beginning, right there, in that point?
But nobody. Back then it was like the niggas I was living with. It was me, some nigga named Another Spade, and Gold Bra. They had like a deal with Mary J. Blige. But so I'm living in the house with these niggas. They basically on, and I'm not. I mean, then they shoot a movie called Prison Stories with Mary J. Blige, and I'm like, so my we in the drawing. I said, damn, I gotta get it motivated me. I mean, I'm like, damn, these niggas doing it. I mean, so I used to go to Chase Kid's house, knock on the door, rap for him every day. Go to Rough Riders Studio. I was just doing whatever. I mean, and that phone was working, right? So the Kissing them was like, yo, we going to Philly for the Greek. So I come to Philly with them, and while I'm in Philly with Kissing them, some niggas was battling me in the lobby of a hotel. And some niggas just walk up like, what the fuck is you? I said, I ain't nobody yet. They said, we know JC, man, we'll take you up there tomorrow. You looking for people. We think you can get on. I said, man, get the fuck out. I like, man, this shit all like that don't happen to me, man. I don't know if it was
cap.
Yeah, I said, man, whatever, man. I mean, so I didn't even take it serious. He said, no, we're going to call you tomorrow. I said, man, whatever. I mean, that shit, the next day they called me. Took me up there.
It's crazy.
One day. That shit was like, dog, me being there. Sparks wouldn't even be on. They wasn't just Sparks. I put Sparks and Pete up on them to State Property. It wasn't there. So when they tell me to bring my whole squad up there. To the joint with BJ's. Like, I mean, it wasn't just, I ain't bring just me. I took everybody, took like 10 niggas up there. He said, if you don't like me, maybe like one of y'all niggas, you know what I mean? But when Jay-Z walked in the room, he's like, I got 5 minutes. I was in this nigga's face like this close. Like, I'm saying, nigga, this is my, you know, I was ready for my life, nigga. I had pictured that moment in my head a million times. I mean, so like, I mean, that shit.
You remember what you spit?
So the whole bunch, I spent 2 hours.
Million bars.
No, that's how it was though.
That nigga face started changing. He said we had 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes, man.
Well, when you run up on Hov, like Hov, he want to hear that shit.
That nigga said, let me talk to you in the bathroom. I said, yo, I'm trying to sign you right now. I'm like, nigga, this. I said, yo, can you give me a hotel room? he's like, for what? I said, I don't want you. You tell me you're gonna sign me. I fucking run back to Philly and get killed. He got me a room. I stayed up there. I mean, and that was it.
So what's the timeline from that moment right there? From the time you said you came home, you got shot up. From that time,
I got shot up in June 26, 1997.
And then
that's not August 21st, 1999.
So you talking about 2 years? You grinded it out
Yeah, that was shot up bad. I'm talking about like Campbell. That was in prison for a little bit after I got shot. So like really like a year and some change, like just straight like.
Just going hard.
Every day though. Like I'm talking about when I say every day, and if I'm not in the studio, I had a little book I used to have in my pocket, write everything. I used to write everything. I mean, because I knew my vocabulary wasn't there, so I was just trying to just fuck with shit.
Just working on it.
Because it ain't come easy for me. Some people that shit come easy for. For me, it ain't come easy. Like I had to really work for that shit. I mean, like so.
And it's key you say that because the way you rap, to me, as a fan listening sonically, it seemed like it's something that.
Because I worked hard on it.
That's a testament to that.
It's like a nigga like Meek Mills. His shit come easy to him. I mean, I just look at this nigga as a kid, like he was young, like that nigga shit come easy to him. And not only that, when he write the shit, he remember it. He write that shit and remember this shit from the. I thought man Gilly was like the best at that, like remembering that shit. That nigga was like remember that shit like he been had it for years, and then say it like he had it for years. I'm like this nigga. Then he rap loud as shit like you don't even need a microphone. I said this nigga the main to be a rapper, man.
Speaking of remembering the shit, I heard you say Hove. You spit a verse to Hove and he remembered the whole junk.
Yeah, that's what I can do now. But like at the time, like yo, how the fuck? Because his thing was every time you see him, you gotta say a new rap to him. If you don't got a new rap guy, like, you ain't got
Niggas tight.
So, but yeah, no, he was really jacking shit. That's what he was jacking shit.
Jacking shit.
One thing y'all know about in his interviews, he's gonna say what he said.
Jacking shit. You gotta figure. If I say something, like I had a song called Girls, 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 right? So say if I say something, but Jay-Z come out with a song, I'll beat off him now.
Yeah.
That's the don't give. I mean, you get certain age, you don't give a fuck about all that. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Yeah.
That's what I respect the most, though. You say what you feel.
But I'm not gonna lie on you though. I'm not gonna say to make up some shit on you.
Right. So what song did he steal though? You know any song did he?
First of all, his biggest song is "Give It to Me."
Yeah.
Yeah, we know what's going on with that.
Listen, he would never let Sparks put no song with him. Like, for what? Sparks, I was like it for murder.
Because that was y'all record for y'all album, right?
Yeah, I was like it for murder. I hated this shit. Sparks came up this shit like this shit. He's like, yo, say that shit again. These things know, like the show when he went Freeway. That's Freeway song.
Well, what we do?
Yeah, what we do.
Oh wow.
That ain't Jay-Z song. I mean, so he's not gonna let you get on this song. He don't want you to eat. Right. If you got a hot song, like I had a song, you about to get supposed to get on. He kept playing it and kept supposed to get on. But he's not gonna let you on his shit. It's not. He's not gonna. I mean, so it's little shit like that. I'm looking like, come on, nigga. You making us diss Nas, right? But you make up with Nas and don't make him let him tell him to make up with us because you be dissing because you told us to. Right. I ain't know that nigga.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's like me telling my young boys go shoot up the crib, right? They shoot the crib up, but I make up with the nigga. But y'all, I don't tell them nothing about y'all. And they still want to kill y'all.
Right.
I was like, nigga, what kind of nigga shit like me? So I don't give a fuck how much money you got. When you do sucker shit, you're a sucker. You're a sucker for me at that point. I mean, this is real shit. Like, I don't know Nas.
Right.
I don't know nigga at all. Who's to say that could have been the person I got a deal from? Right now.
That's a bridge.
I can't go talk to the nigga now. I'm this. I mean,
that bridge burnt now.
Let's mind you, this nigga told us to do it.
Right.
Then you act like you don't know somebody, nigga. You know me, nigga. What's wrong with you? Like, I mean, so like, I see, but the thing is,
you gonna go all the way.
So this is the thing though. Nigga Dickie so much that he even probably like, damn, all these niggas let me slide with this shit. He probably even thinking that. Like, nigga, we both men. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you got 20 trillion. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? But people might think you hating because it's that. No, it ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm proud of you for having that money. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when you got a lot of like money like that, you got it's big responsibilities.
Right.
You got shit you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And this ain't counting nobody's pockets. Because when I say that, and I'm not talking about me. That's why we should be doing period for people that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
I heard you say he should be looking out for Beans if anybody
sure.
in the crew.
You know what? This is my thing. Is this. If I got $1 billion, and anybody that's my young boy that ever was my young boy is gonna be straight. Even if I gotta get him a job working for me. I mean, because at the end of the day, they're a reflection of me. You know what I mean? But I already knew Jehovah was different when Beans was in court. See, I always thought it was me. I said, maybe because I've been in the streets too much and I see shit wrong. Right. So the judge asked Jehovah, like, oh, are you gonna be responsible for Beans? He said, no.
Yeah, I ain't responsible for no.
But my thing is this. If my nigga would have said that about me, or my nigga, I'd have had a problem with him. Like, nigga, you can say yeah, like, get me out. Nigga, you ain't gotta really be responsible. They can lock you up if I do something. I mean, he said nothing. Nobody said that was wrong. Look at me like, that's cool. I said, oh, this shit different.
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing.
I said, this shit different. I mean, I said, this shit different. So I started thinking it was me. Maybe it's me. But like, my nigga couldn't get out of jail for me just saying I'm responsible for him. How about really be responsible for him?
Right.
How about put him up somewhere?
Right.
You fuck like you. Dog, listen, I remember being in the office saying, remember that song he had with Maya? This guy, $750,000 for the verse.
That's what he got?
The joint with Mariah Carey, $1 million for the verse. I'm looking at the fucking receipt there. I was like, damn. In my head, I'm like, damn, like, are you rich enough to make sure everybody's straight? You know, we don't rap, no, I mean, because you're talking this family shit, I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean.
Or like you said, put a nigga in position.
If fans think you saying it because you count his pockets, no, it ain't that. If a nigga using your song, Nigga using you to do his battles.
Right.
And nigga, take care of the nigga. Imagine you don't even want to get niggas with the percentage of their songs. Sparks actually try to get him to clear a hook for one of the songs. You said no. But did he clear Cassidy joint? So I started, you know, I'm a realist. I started saying, man, they ain't gonna fuck with us.
So you mean tell me Sparks ain't got no points on that song at all?
No, no, you know what he said? He said that guy left Rick James.
That's crazy.
Mine's the biggest song he got.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
How the fuck you gonna say you don't know some niggas that gave you the biggest song you got? Like, what the fuck? Like, niggas.
That shit.
But see, niggas be, this is the thing to me. Like, Sparks said diss me or something, but you want to diss a nigga like him that to burnt you out some motherfucking bread.
Right.
That's the shit I don't, niggas be having picks, right? And this ain't no diss to him, I'm just saying, like, this is real shit. Don't diss me, nigga. That's the nigga that burnt you out your millions. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Tell me understand. I mean, niggas be scared. Niggas be groupies for real, like, on the low. And this ain't no hate. It's just real shit.
Some real shit.
I mean, oh, you got money, so let me not say nothing about him. Fuck that, nigga. You did some wrong shit. You did some wrong shit.
Well, I think one of the biggest moments for me, and I bring this up all the time, is that Rocafella freestyle.
Hot 97?
Bro, flipping the bricks. Then you got
That's what he told y'all to go in on now.
Like,
Right?
No, that was the time after that. Maybe we did. That was when that's when we became state property.
Right.
And so to me, it's like, not to say Hov was who he was, but when I hear that freestyle, it's like that continued the rock, because Jay-Z was just by himself.
Right.
For us as listeners, but now you got these group, and I mean, this went on for hours.
This why I don't like the fact that he act like he, I mean, like you don't owe niggas some type of. They ain't got money, got niggas show some respect, like
Gratitude.
because you were scared, nigga. You just think that Nas was on your ass to like getting you out of here. I mean, did we come like they got niggas too many motherfuckers, like you can't get them out of there with these niggas.
And none of the niggas that Nas had to fuck with, none of them.
When we left Hot 97, we did a 14 city tour off this, just that freestyles on the radio. I said, what? We in New Orleans, we in California, we singing the freestyle, they know every word, but they don't even know how we look. Oh, that's something. I'm like, this shit went that far. I'm talking about in days, that shit went that far. Every car, everywhere. I mean, that's why they put us together.
So we got the Interscope
That
when
was
I met
viral
Nas.
time. That would be viral.
Right?
Yeah, that
I
would have
met
been a
Nas, the
viral
first
moment.
thing he said to me, yo, I love y'all music, and I mean, boom, 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 but you from Philly, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, who the nigga Freeway, bro? I said, why? He said, that little nigga went in on me, and I don't even know him. I'm like,
Yo, listen, act like they killed y'all cousin, man. Once y'all going there.
Oh, that's why he kept saying that. They killed your
He
cousin.
told us that, like, so that day before, so we basically only had a day to write some shit about Nas. Like that night he told us that. So the next morning we just came with some Nas shit. I mean, but he told us that we didn't just do that. I mean, he told us to do it. You feel what I'm saying?
So I mean, that's a whole new clip.
I'm just looking at this nigga like, nigga, you don't know me, you don't know my nigga, you don't know, like, nigga, you don't know, like, Beans, like, even when I'm beefing with Beans, right? When I'm beefing with Beans, I said, nigga, he still wants to take care of this nigga, like, man. That nigga, Beans my second favorite hottest rapper from Philly, after Black Thought. I mean, this nigga had Jay-Z back, that nigga was hot, like, he acting like he riding his wave and all this shit. Get it, nigga, pass him off. A job, anything.
One of their beat up bull for
Put him at Rock
Kanye.
Nation.
Listen,
Put him in position in Rock Nation. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't, but see, everybody, if I say
Kicked
it,
his
I'm hating.
ass on the dynasty.
But this is how we should both supposed to be. If our niggas be all both from the same type of shit. Same. If I got $1 billion, if I got $1 billion and I'm around y'all fucked up. Y'all supposed to kill me. Y'all supposed to tell me to fuck up. Y'all supposed to happen to me. Something supposed to happen to me. Real shit. That's just what it is. Like I mean, like even though they ain't in the streets, it's still like damn, like he got some backlash. But he said in his raps, he said, I came in the game, stood on my own two, like that's that. Like talking about with the nigga Jazzo. Came in the game with Jazz back, jumped off, stood on my own two, like that's that. That tell you alone what kind of thing that a person got. If I came in the game on your back, I'm not. There ain't no that's that. Fuck you mean that's that? Nigga, it's not that's that. Listen, your name's Sean Carter, right? Your name's Sean Carter. But your rap name Jay-Z after Jazzo.
Jazzo.
Little Jazzo. You named it the nigga. How's that's that?
Me a check.
How's that's that?
On gratitude.
So I'm like,
You owe that nigga something.
but mind you, this is the thing though. This is my second favorite rapper. But I'm a realist.
Yeah.
The nigga hot as shit. Like, I mean, you still
Sounds all of that.
you still you shit or not. The nigga hot as shit. Period. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And mind you, I looked up to this nigga heavy. So like, motherfucker, they saved my life. So niggas think I'm just saying, no, that nigga saved my life personally, but I'm talking about overall what you do. It's only so much you can.
But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all bought that street credibility to Rocafella. Rocafella was cool, but there was more flash.
I
Man.
ain't feel it. Y'all
You know what I'm saying?
He had that grimy.
That grimy street shit came from these niggas, man. Like, they, you know what I'm saying?
There was a lot. The 7 niggas. That's a lot. It's like that's a lot of motherfuckers. People that come spend some bars.
A lot of people to get around, bro, and everybody got their own.
But you know what? That shit made that DVD era come alive. Because you know why? They see niggas like, I should stay in jail all the time. So niggas like that, this nigga can do that shit. I know I can do that shit too. Like, I mean, or some shit like that. I mean, they be in the hood, like everybody from the hood. I mean, that's so it's like it influenced the generation underneath us for sure. Like the Meek Mills, the Vodkas, the Chico Rolls, and all that shit.
In the same, it's all in the same timeline. Cause I see y'all first, and Mac, y'all come around.
No, so it's crazy. I never even heard of Mac.
Come through.
You know,
that shit crazy.
I knew them. I ain't heard Mac before. He was on for out.
So when was your first
Dirty
experience?
White Boys and Ricans. When I heard that shit, I said, "What the fuck is bull?" I ain't never heard of him. I ain't even know no South Philly rappers. I don't think I know
It's
no South Philly
crazy.
rappers.
He grew up next door to
Next
Banks.
door, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember him coming up. It was the white Jag with the white rim.
Yeah. Cause I see Daryl Schuler had a white Joe and white rims when I fucked up. I said, I gotta get money.
Schuler was that nigga.
Yeah. I come out the studio. I said, yo, let me tell you, we had a GS. I said, what?
I remember one night in front of Miss Shelley's house. It was him, Cree, and Beans. And it just, I don't know how it started, but it's, and again, we don't have camera phones and none of that at the time. I'm sitting on my mom's porch right there, they right there. Y'all three. And y'all three just went in. I mean, it started out of nowhere. It's conversation. Boom, rap.
Cause back then niggas had raps on site. Ain't no waiting and all that. Ain't no reading no phone. Niggas had shit on site. You had to. Cause it was like a battle at time. Like, without the battle shit they do now. Like, if you got the battle niggas like this, you know what I mean, on spot, I mean, rap for rap, that's how shit. You had to have clips. You had to have clips. Like, I mean, you had to remember your clips.
Right.
Like a motherfucker, if you ain't remember that shit, you just wipe your ass out.
Niggas ain't had no phones to read off of. Niggas just rap.
Well, we did have our little 2 ways that we.
But I'm talking before that. You know, 2 ways came out later. I ain't.
Regular niggas.
Oh, we was different. We was lit.
But 2 ways came out. 2 ways came out when I was signed. Before that, niggas ain't had.
Nah, nigga had a book.
You know what I mean?
Nigga walk around with your book.
Niggas had that shit in their head. They be like, cause you know in jail you got that shit in your head.
Right.
See, jail, that's why I shirt my shit too in jail. You know, I was always locked up in the county somewhere. Niggas battle in jail, like heavy.
So I got a question though. So when the Rocafella shit was about to fall apart, did you see it coming?
Yeah, but by the time I didn't really care by then, because by then I was already established where I could make money.
Right.
Plus I was fucking with Dame heavy, man. Dame to this day, you know, that's one thing. I just talk with Dame. I was just trying to get my dog. He got 4 dogs and shit. I was like, but Dame was like, this what made me fuck with Dame real heavy. Right. I was locked up for some bullshit. I robbed him. Right. I said, Dame, you know, I'm locked up. I think he's gonna be mad at me for being locked up. Right. He said, what happened? I said, man, I'm in jail. I'm in house correction. I said, nigga, the bullshit I robbed him for $60 at our concert, man. When we go to trial, we come to court for you. I was like, what? You don't come to court for me? I'm like 22, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna call my lawyer in there. Nigga, and it's on the stand for me. I'm not even expecting none of this shit. I'm like, what the fuck you do that for? Like,
so this was before the Beans and Jay shit.
This like 2002. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
That's thorough, cuz.
That's thorough shit.
The lady sheriff was like,
Salute to Dame for being a real nigga for that.
I said, mind you, I'm a nigga, I ain't never had nobody do shit like that for me, so I'm like, fucked up about it. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga?
You gonna look out for me?
I couldn't believe, nigga, that's not even what I was asking him to come do no shit for me like that. Like, I wasn't even actually come from New York, come by trial for robbery. That nigga came like without meeting me. And he got a camera crew at house correction that interviewed me. And I've never seen a camera come in the state road. They came in there and interviewed me and shit. I mean, then I got shot on 6. The nigga got me a spot. We going looking for spots. He got his wife with him. Every spot, I like every spot. He like, no, this still is too low. He making sure I got some crazy shit.
Trying to put you on some fly shit.
I got some crazy shit. I was out Fort Lee, New York. That shit was crazy. My shit was crazy, right? But just the fact that he there, so I was like, nigga, I told Dame, man, I don't give a fuck what happened. I'm rocking with you. You don't even gotta do music. I'm the type of nigga, if it's pressure on me, I do better.
That's me.
I do better when it's pressure, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, it means so like, but you know, we did the movie since we got signed. The movie set for 2 years. I'm telling niggas we did the movie, that shit ain't keep not coming out. They're like, I mean, I'm locked up in Atlanta telling niggas I did the movie, like, nigga, fuck the fuck out of here. Then the shit came out, then it came out in the movie theater. I said, oh shit, in the movie theater? Like, I said, this is crazy. Like, so we did major shit from the rips since we got on. So usually you get on, you gotta wait and understand the shit the Holiday 7 shit sparked it off, then the movie sparked, you know what I mean? Then after that, motherfuckers know you. Cause you know, you're on TV.
Y'all did. Cause you the first one besides Crack that I got to talk to on state probably like you really don't like it's niggas that name things like niggas around the way is be nice now.
First of all,
like,
just the name.
Legendary.
For real, bro.
You probably have the, if not the most unique name. Like you can't when you hear that name. You can't.
When I first heard, I'm like, what are you pop?
I thought it was Spanish too. I'm like, whose name is? Where did you? I'm like, where did you get Oschino from?
But they still call me Vasquez back when I was young. Like, I used to be with the poppies on down. I lived next door to my homies, they Puerto Rican. So
we was warm.
Shit.
We was warm.
So they be calling me that shit. I mean, but Oschino came from some girl named Stink for 46 Market. Called me. You know, back in the day, Sash and all that shit, I used to wear Oschino all the time. Man, that's like my shit. Like, you know, since I was out back then when I was a teenager and shit or whatever.
Oschino
was
shit.
So like, that's how my name stuck. I mean, for like that and shit. But it was hard. I'm about to change it because they kept spelling my shit wrong. They're saying it wrong. Like, yo, you know what I mean? But I guess that come with your main time being in the game, time people start knowing you and shit. I mean.
So when the Rocafella shit broke up, what made you not just say fuck it and give up like a lot of other niggas?
I'm from North Philly. Like we don't give up. We don't give up. Give up and do what? Like I can't. But listen, when you come from being a foster kid, right? You know, when you're a foster kid, you know nobody wants you. I mean, you going to jail. I got certified as an adult at 16. I mean, people look at you as a loser. I mean, so when you bust a move out like that, you're not going back to that shit. Like, so you going. I mean, so like everything I did was like if I got a check from doing the show, I buy some work. Or I do this, I do that. Like everything I did was like to try to make sure I don't go back. You know what I mean?
So you was preparing for
the whole time.
For whatever.
Yeah. Plus, you know, when you come from the bottom, it don't take a lot for you to be happy.
Right.
Shit. I mean, you got a hot wheel, you got a crib. I mean, shit, you ain't got to have 10 million. You got your bills back. You come from nothing. Like, man, shit. Mind you, I never smoked weed in that, so I just drink 40s like the whole time. That's just $2 for my 40s, some chicken wings. Nigga, I buy diamonds and shit to fit in, but I don't really give a fuck about that shit. Like, I got a Hot Wheels, I'm cool, I had some wheels. So, like, anything else is a plus.
Because a lot of niggas so used to being pampered and shit by the label, and when they you know, when real life come, they fucked up. They don't know how to function because.
See, I had to learn how to because I was raised by myself. You know what I mean? I was always locked the fuck up and shit. I mean, but my thing is this though. If you fucked up and you get some bread, the worst thing is to get some bread and then go back to fucked up. Yeah. That's like, oh my god, that's
fucked up for
that shit. That's no good. You know,
yo, it's hot as shit in here. Excuse us. We gonna edit that out. I just wanted to give you some shit.
No, they keep that shit. That's real.
No, I know, but
that shit's so real.
We worry about image.
Yeah, but I know what. Sometimes you want something bad, so you can say something to talk about.
Yeah.
Bad shit, give me something to talk about. Because I had to learn this internet shit. When I came from jail, I learned this internet shit. You know what I mean? And that's how I got my shit back together. You know what I mean? Because I got fucked up when I came from jail in 2015. And the first time I felt like that in a long time, like, oh, I'm like this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like the hustler is in you because you find a million ways to get money.
Because I don't have no problem. I'm fucked up. See, if I'm fucked up, I don't act like I'm not.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit around like I'm still getting it. I think I'm fucked up. Like, because if you stay like you're not fucked up, who gonna help you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When did the art start for you?
3.5 years ago. By mistake. So I always had to draw with pencil, but I never drew. I just drew in jail for purchase when I was a kid, like to get money commissary and shit. But like it out, I never would do it. So then I just told some girls like, I can draw. She like whatever. And I drew a picture of her son on Facebook, and they were like, you did that shit? Can you do this? Do that? Then one boy asked me, can I paint Colin Kaepernick for a stack? I'm like, man, I don't know if I can paint that. I could try. I did the paint, and she came out all right. And I got hooked on that shit.
Have you ever thought about having your own art, Basil?
Not yet, because you know, what happens is like because I got a lot of followers, people order shit so much, I be backed up there to be this door. I mean, when I catch up with their shit, then I probably can do some shit. I mean, but
because your man, they ain't in the art world. Like,
I got a couple of outlets.
I would love to see you, Bubonic, like link up.
Bubonic, a lot of the niggas would be asking like when I first started, like, nigga, I ain't know shit about painting. I ain't know what the fuck.
Right.
I ain't know what colors make me what. None of that shit. You know what I mean? But so I call him, ask him, and the art world different from rap. Nigga, the art, do art. We like each other shit. Like we help each other. Like I mean, it's different from rap shit. I mean, plus you don't need nobody to do it. It's just you on the canvas. You know what I mean? So like I love this shit. Like that's what I do.
Dope.
I love it. Like I might really.
What's one of your favorite pieces that you've
done?
done?
The Nipsey Hussle and Kobe John. But the lights to light up the halos. So it's a switch on the back. The switch to light up the halos.
I heard you talking about the T Grizzly shit.
Oh yeah, I designed this chain and shit. Yeah. That shit crazy. I'm like, yo, dog, listen, give me my props for that, Joe. Like, but
how did that work out?
Good. Listen, he called me one day out of the blue sky.
That was thorough, man.
Called me, we started busting it up for like a year. We busted it up. He stopped answering the phone, but I ain't know whatever. You know, I don't make assumptions. I don't know why he's answering the phone. Because I fuck with him. We used to have some deep conversations all the time, right? So I said, I could do a piece better than that joint you got. Like, yeah, like a piece with it was a dope piece, but I like, talking that shit or whatever. So I designed a joint with the bread with the fish in the mouth. And he ain't say nothing about it, right? So then like a year, 2 years later, I'm like, oh, he like, Chief Rizzy got a new piece. I look at that shit, oh, nigga, that's... but listen, he could have said, no, you ain't do it. He could have said anything like that. But I had to, because I did it digitally, I had all people from the bit release it up, but like, he's like, yeah, I said, nigga, give my props for that shit. Like, yeah. But I told Rocky, and I told niggas that adding Rocky was the main one. She's like, yo, Rocky crazy, you know what I mean?
Oh, Rocky. He said Rocky.
No, Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah,
I love her.
Yo, because the way girls taking over rap, Rocky and Miss J and Rush and Bianca and all them, they supposed to be in it right now. Like,
Salute to the queens of our city, man. Like they deserve it. Like, so let me ask you this as far as the art, before we get off the art. What was the most challenging piece that you've ever done?
But I don't think none of it challenged me because I love doing it. So when you like doing it, it's like You used to be immersed. I'll be forgetting to eat sometimes. I just start doing that shit. Like, I'll get up in the night and start doing that shit. Like, I got a whole house just to do art in. You know what I mean? So like it's all art everywhere in that joint. You know what I mean? So like I love it. Like I'm talking about like I would do it for free. You know what I mean?
So you seem like the type of person that really, when you get into something, you really put the work in.
Yeah, because if I like it, like because at the same time, if you I don't do something I like. When I start rapping, I really liked it. I mean, I like it. You know, people telling you hot, telling you good at something, especially when you're a kid. Nobody never really telling you you're good at it.
Good.
I mean, so you start like damn. Because I was rapping, I really didn't think I would make money. Really, I was hoping I would, but I didn't know nobody that made money. Like really, I mean, yeah, this before Eve is out, Beans ain't out. That I mean,
right.
Niggas ain't. I mean, Will Smith out. Like, I mean, but like Will Smith. I mean, but.
Right.
Especially hood niggas, one of the real hood niggas on, especially for Philly.
Yeah, like.
That's what they gave. And my generation, that's what y'all gave me.
Yeah, but the major figures, they was like polished. Like the way they rap was like real polished. And I ain't like them niggas like that.
That shit happened by default. We don't even know.
When you young, you gotta be bravado. You gotta be like, I don't even know. I gotta know you.
Right.
They like you, and I don't like me like much like you. I don't like. But as a grown man now, I can say like, I mean, that's just what it was. Like I don't even know you. I just don't. I'm jealous. I'm supposed to have all the shine you got, and that's what it is.
I think one time, remember speaking of the Black House, we had to come down there because it was two spades.
And I was out of town, and I couldn't come. I was on the phone, man.
It was two spades, so that's why I was. All right, so we.
Y'all get this better association, Black House.
Yeah, we had to come down to the
Black
House.
And I hated Gilly the most. I don't know. Listen, it was great. Listen, man, Gilly's about to fight a couple times. We see each other like that, right? I ain't like Gilly the most, right? Then one day, I don't know what happened. We was around each other for some reason, like I don't know. And then we start talking and shit, laughing and joking. I'm like, that nigga. We both Leos, like man. I said, nigga, why we don't like each other? I don't even know why we like each other for so long. We ain't even know why, right? And we just like, man, that shit, we was just dickheads. Like, I mean, so like, when you're young, you dumb.
Wow.
So just imagine this, you're 21, you kill your man or your people some corny shit. But y'all could have grew up, and y'all, that shit wouldn't even matter. Like, it's not, something don't even matter. Right. These young ones don't understand they're going to be a whole different human being when they get 40-something. Right. When you're 20-something, that nigga's going. Everything about him's going. Right. Everything.
And so you think about, like, how you say you got a record with Royce and all, and you do all this, T Grizzly, you did his piece. So to me, that talks about, relationships.
Yeah.
And so these kids right now, everything is like, so it's just us, our clique, we do this, we don't fuck with nobody else. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you see them having longevity in the industry if everything is just clicked up and we don't deal with nobody else, that no new friends?
The only reason I can see them being long in the industry because the industry different, because you can just push it out. Okay. So you can be long, you got as long as you want to. You just push it out. I mean, before you had to get a deal, you had to get distribution. Now you can just push it out, TuneCore, CD Baby, whatever. So you can really grind hard as you want to, as long as you want to. I mean, but the young boys it's dangerous. It's hard for the young boys that's not into the street shit. Like they gotta live around this shit that's like this. I mean, like, you can't even argue with a nigga if you that at a certain age. If you're 20, you can't argue with nobody. I mean, it's just it's bad, John. Like, I mean, it's like, damn, you that age, you don't listen to nobody. So some of them gonna have to learn the hard way. That's gonna be unfortunate because the game they playing, they go to penitentiaries, they playing for keeps. They're not gonna get out.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, that shit. My old Sully Hassan he just got out 4 weeks ago. Did 28 years. He's 43. Just got some pussy for the first time.
Dang.
You mean?
That's crazy.
And I gotta get him on the jaw so he can talk and so he can let him know he just did 28 years straight. He's 43.
First time when he got on this time, first time he
he's my Sully. When he first got out, when he Sully's house, he studied in security.
16.
We both certified as an adult. Yeah, he just got out. I mean, but he wasn't even supposed to get out. He got lucky. That juvenile life shit. That's how crazy it is, though. He went to court 3 years ago, right? Trying to get off the juvenile life. He's down 25 years at this point, and he was only 40. So the judge like, well, you get a lot of write-ups and this, that, and the third. With your conduct in prison, I want you to do 3 more years. He did 25 already. He said, dude, go do 3 more. They merciless, like I'm talking about. So she know he went to jail 15. She know he ain't killed nobody. It was a conspiracy to kill somebody. She know he been in the hole for 8, 9 years and years and years. Why would you say? Why he did 25 years?
They did that to Lava Brother Anwar. Anwar, he's been down for 23 years. He went in front of the parole board. They told him because he didn't get a write-up that he had to.
They call it manipulating the system.
Yeah, and I'm like.
But no, I'm talking about my man with the courtroom. He wasn't even on parole. He supposed to get out for juvenile life situation. He went to court. The judge, Anthony DeFino's daughter, Rosemary DeFino, she said, I think that was, I forgot who was the judge. That might have been the judge. Anyway, she said, you did 25 years. You got to do 3 more. Like that's some shit that's just like you ain't got
inhumane.
No mercy. Not like he went to jail since he's 15. He's 40. The fuck 3 more years gonna do? I mean, so it's like these young boys gonna find out the hard way. Them judges, listen, if you get the wrong judge, whoa, again, I mean, it's about they gonna shut you down forever. I mean, then you go say, damn, why I fucked my life up when you sitting in upstate, like, cause they think jail is the county. Cause the county, you close to Philly, watch the Philly news, you on the Philly phone, and guards, black, then you go upstate, it's shit different. It's shit different. With shit you tobacco, like, I mean, niggas that been there before your mom was born, that been there since before your mom was born, niggas is rape, like, shit's crazy. I mean, it's no place for nobody to live at, period. Especially a kid that's 20-something. 20-something, you're supposed to be at the movies with the girl, I mean, so,
enjoying life.
But when you're 20-something, you care about what your friends think more than you care about making common sense.
What was your toughest battle you ever had?
When I was locked up for the homicide in DC, and I was in a wheelchair, shot up. And I was like, man, that's my lowest point. I was about to give up, man. I was like, man, like, fuck, God, you made this shit too hard for me, man. Like, I mean, I really gave up. But I wasn't gonna kill myself, but I ain't fuck if I die. Like, I was like, man, I really had no reason to live. Felt like, I
heard you say one side of your body was like
paralyzed. Yeah, because I was grabbing the gun from boy. And mind you, I said I got out of the army. You know, army, you in shape like a motherfucker. You running 5 miles a day. So, that fucked me up at 18. But I think it was meant for me not to be in the army because I was gonna be in it for the rest of my life.
No, it was meant for you to do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When I looked at my body when I was on the ground, you know, some people like, I hope I don't die. No, I knew I was gonna die. I looked at my shit, I'm about to die. I had on all white, so I seen the holes in me, like blood. I was fucked up bad, so I said, I'm about to die. Damn, and I was salty and shit, like, damn, I wanted to do something else. I'm gonna do something. I ain't want to die like this. I'm 18. It was broad daylight. All the lady cop who walked up on the scene started crying. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to die.
And was it a street situation or was
it was a street situation. But it was some shit that wasn't supposed to be for me, but But anyway, they took me to the paddy wagon. I didn't ever get the ambulance, never came. In the paddy wagon, I just like going in and out. I woke up days later, and I kind of forgot. And then I had to remember that shit again. That just fucked me up. I was like, damn, like this shit. Because I'm in the army trying to do the right thing. In my head, like, damn, I went to the army.
Change your life. Don't you change your life?
Now, I want to add a duality to that question. Now, that's their life battle. Now, what was your hardest rap battle?
I don't think it was like, I don't think I had no heart because I like doing it. It was like a fun challenge, like more fun. See, I always look at rap and basketball and all shit like not real. That's why I'll never think rap make you better than nobody, make you nothing nobody, because that shit is nothing. You know what I mean? Like people that take kids in there, they don't know, raise them, shit like that. Like if somebody did for me, I mean, shit like that. That's people that's people they did. That's people that mean something. You write some words on the paper that rob, that shit don't really mean nothing. But people get caught up in it and think that shit means something, make them better than somebody. They really don't. I mean, so when I was used to do rap, I just try my best and just, because the one thing I learned about Philly, you're gonna have critics. But if you gonna win Philly, if you gonna win most people from Philly, you gotta be good as shit. Or you gotta be something about you that they click with. Because niggas in Philly they trash. Most niggas in different states that's on, they wouldn't be on.
Now, you know, we saw the choke no joke shit later. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that the thing that I really loved and related to you on was the same shit that me and Spade and the rest of us would go through. It's like, if our budget is paying for these clothes and shit like that, why is y'all keeping my shit away from me?
Everybody's making a big thing. Listen, first of all, I didn't know that video was about. I mean, but this is the thing. They're like, it was begging for clothes. This.
Nah.
This the thing. First of all, I
paid for that.
I talked to Dame. I talked to Dame Dash like the day before that.
So this is when you was arguing with Big Head Gary that time?
No, it was arguing with the lady from my manager was arguing with I was on the truck.
Well, Big Head Gary was dead, right?
Yeah, he did. So I talked to Dame the day before that. I'm at the office talking to him. I'm like, yo, why does video cost this much? So he showed me the breakdown, and wardrobe was part of it. I said, why are we paying? I'm paying back wardrobe. Like, why don't I get to keep the clothes? He said, you should. You paying for it. So once he told me that, I'm like, nigga, I want my shit now. I ain't trying to that shit. So the cameras on, but mind you got to remember, social media doesn't exist.
Right.
I never think nobody gonna see this shit ever in life.
No, joke was dope for taping that shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but I never. Motherfuckers start seeing it like 12 years later. Like, so they're like, oh yeah, I see you snapping over some clothes. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I forgot about this shit. But anyway, like I'm like, because they were taking the clothes, the people, the wardrobe people, I guess they was taking it, and it's all brand new shit, selling it, whatever they're doing.
Right.
Because we didn't know. So when they saw me, I learned. Mind you, I wouldn't have did it if I had the green light to do it. I was like, because I didn't think it was like mine. I thought I could keep the shit I had on for the video, whatever you mean. But like, no, like.
So Dame told you it was cool.
Yeah, Dame did. That's all you go ask him for. Like, the next Dame, man.
So you make a lot of bread streaming your music, right? Being independent. Have you ever thought of like doing classes on streaming and teaching the young niggas how to do that shit?
I did it. I was going to Rochester, New York, doing a little thing like that back a couple years back, but. I'm thinking about when my son lost my son, like everything, my motivation went away for everything. I had a podcast and everything. And it's just like, I mean, it's hard to care about stuff. I mean, when you do something that's so, I mean something. So like, I be trying to shake myself out of it. You know what I mean? But painting is all you gotta like consistently be doing. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's therapeutic if you think about it. It's helping you through.
Yeah, if about that, I don't
times.
think. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And with that, like, of course, with that situation probably being your lowest of your lows,
Lost of my
at
lows.
the top, like the top of your like highest of your highs, what was that moment that you was wherever you was at, whatever you was doing, and you look and you was like, yo, like
There's a lot of moments like that.
I'm really here, like I'm really.
St. Thomas, I was at St. Thomas, right? And all these cars out there, I mean, they're not my cars, but I can drive any one of these cars, go to the club. I mean, the mansion we in, the wall lift up in the swimming pool right there, like we on the top of the hill, right? And statues and shit around, like.
Big from St. Thomas.
It's
right?
big. It's big from St. Thomas. He's out there all the time. And I'm just looking like, damn, like I never think I would see no shit like this. You know what I mean? Like just, but I had a lot of moments like that, like not taking it for granted. Like I mean, it's like damn, because I know a lot of niggas in prison that ain't make it. I mean, niggas that can rap better than me that ain't like. You know what I mean? So like, you mean you learn to appreciate. Especially when I come down here, from down this way right here. This shit look dirty and look ugly. You know what I mean? This is pretty shit. Like I mean, because I remember I was living in Palisade Towers in Fort Lee, New Jersey. And I had the ceilings high, crazy with the high rock. I mean, this shit is like if the young me see this, I wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So like, but it don't take a lot for me to be like, be cool, be satisfied. You know what I mean? Now, if I take whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't gotta have it to be satisfied. That's why I don't gotta dig. That's why I gotta go through the wait for trouble and all that. You know what I mean? I'm not getting what I need.
So you think your upbringing is the reason why you got that kind of persona? Like
Everybody upbringing is how they are.
okay.
That's what dictate how you gonna become. I mean, that's just, I mean, if you born, your mom always give you everything you want, you're gonna be spoiled. If you gotta go out there and hustle for it, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be used to hustling. That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna be complaining and none of that shit. You know what I mean?
So you feel though, since you went through all that, you appreciate little things
Sure,
more.
you gotta be thinking about it. If you're in foster, see, if you're in a foster care house, you know nobody wants you. There ain't no guessing. There ain't no shit like, and that's why you there for years.
My dad was in
You know what I mean? So like, so I'm in that shit for years. I'm running away going to different jobs. Like, so I was raised like, mind you, there. Nobody hug you, kiss you. You ain't got no mom and dad in there. This shit, like kids, a bunch of kids in there, and shit. You know what I mean? So like, I was raised like that, and then going to juvenile placements and shit like that. So I got shit. Anything for me was like a plus. Like I mean, you know, some people got hard, some people got real hard. You know what I mean? But see, for me, it was all I knew, so it wasn't like a thing because I ain't know nothing else. So I mean, it was regular to me. Like I mean, I ain't started knowing it was bad till I started having kids myself. I started saying, damn, I can't see my kids being in no shit like that. Like I mean, so. I mean,
Another question: do you think that affects you in the long run, as far as emotional, as far as you loving people, shit like that?
Trust,
since you wasn't felt love.
For sure. Yeah. But you know what? You gotta be mindful that you got a problem. If you got a problem, you gotta be mindful of it. If you don't think you got a problem, you won't never fix it. You know what I mean? So you gotta. I mean, because a girl will tell you, somebody will tell you. I mean, like but my shit was never no crazy like shit. Like I mean, just like like just didn't want to be attached to nobody. I mean, too much. I mean, you know how that shit goes. Like you gotta protect yourself. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
I mean, so it was on some shit like that, but like I was with the jail all the time anyway, so I'm just I mean, I was always in jail. I mean, so my thing was like, I mean, but I started learning that a girl is the best thing in the world.
No doubt.
I mean, real shit. They the ones that hold you down. They the ones that make sure you're alright. I mean, more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Are you an only child? You got siblings?
I got a lot. I just found a brother. I did the DNA shit. The ancestry. I found the brother, right?
I think I saw your post.
3 months before listen, he lived 40 minutes from me. 3 months before my son died, I did the DNA shit just to find out like what I am mixed with it all. Brother popped up. Like, what the fuck is that nigga? I never saw him in my life.
It's crazy because I can relate to that. I just met my brother like 2 years ago.
From the same type.
This nigga like 10 years older than me.
My brother 12 years older than me.
That shit fucked me up.
But I got a lot of brothers. I'm the youngest boy.
Young boys.
Listen, but so I went straight to the nigga house that day. So as soon as this popped up, I said, where you at? I think he was in California somewhere the way he talked. Somebody get on the plane, come see right now. He said, I send me your address. He sent me the address, it's 40 minutes away.
Wow.
I drove straight to his crib. He's like, he said he never even seen my dad. He said, I know my dad name's Omar, that's all I know. I never saw him.
That's crazy.
Don't know I got brothers and sisters. He said, is there any more of us? He know nothing.
Wow.
He said, my dad came over and popped his mom, got her pregnant. He came over there to see him. And her dad put a gun out, like, nigga, don't come over here no more. He said, my dad ain't come back over here no more. He said, he is me. So if I didn't take that test, he never would have knew.
Right.
That shit a
He was
blessing.
crying. I got it on tape. Crying like I thought I was gonna never find out. He said, "You got a picture of how he looked." He didn't even know my dad was dead. My dad died in 1990. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you see similarities in you and your brother?
yo, when I got there, we had the same glass. The craziest thing. You know the most craziest thing?
That's
though?
fire.
I felt like I'd known him all my life.
So that connection.
Yeah, so like I was I'm in the script eating it. Mind you, don't know nothing about me. You don't know how I rap or nothing. I never said
he
it.
didn't know nothing.
No, so we about to eat, we have renting. We about to eat, niggas like, can I get a picture? He's like, what the fuck is that? I was telling him, I said, I forgot to tell him, so I hyped you my brother. Like, I was like, forgot about it.
That's crazy.
So like, and that just happened 3 months before my son passed. Then the crazy part, the day before my son passed, I hit the lottery for exactly how much his funeral cost.
Dang.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
So let me ask you this. I know because that stuff like that never goes away, right? Are your days getting a little bit more better?
Like, be up and down. Because when they come, you can't help it. It's the crazy thing is you can be smart as you think you are, but if you're going through grief, you can't control it.
Yeah,
it'll come to you and you like don't want it, but it should just make you feel like.
Because I still feel grief for my mother every day. It's just been damn near 9 years.
I lost my dad 17 years ago. I saw him have a heart attack, drop dead in my mom's kitchen. And like people always they say time goes by, time heals all wounds. And I'm like, that ain't true for me. Like 17 years.
My dad died in front of me too. Like, I was 12. He had cancer. So he said, they gave him like 3 months to live. Like they said I could stay home from school and be with him. But he was in Texas, so it wasn't really nobody was there. He just took me to Texas. And then he died and shit, right? I ain't even cry.
That's how I was.
Until I was like 30. Because I was so worried about where the fuck I'm gonna live at now. Like, damn, where the fuck I'm about to live at? Like, so I'm on an elevator, like 30 years old. He used to take this medicine. And I smelt it.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck? And that shit made me cry a little bit. Like, what the fuck? And it was the weirdest shit to me. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I ain't even say nothing to nobody about this shit. It's like weird to me, but in my head, like, because once somebody's still dead for so long, you don't really think about them too often. Like, it's like you want a dad, but it's like, that shit over. Like, that shit been over. You know what I mean? So that shit had me think about it and shit like, damn, the fuck? Like,
yeah, smells do trigger memories.
Yeah, I watched my mom, man, like 2 years she had left, and they was right. The doctors was right.
She had cancer?
Yeah, they had bone cancer, stage 4.
Yeah, the same thing.
I watched my mom. I lived in Atlanta, and I came home, and she said that, listen, I got 2 years left, so I left everything in Atlanta and just came back home, spent her last 2 years of life with her. Got her to take Shahada before she passed away. Inshallah, things go right with that. But yeah, I watched cancer eat my mother to death. And went to the hospital when they said she had a week left. They was right, and I left out to go take my kids some money one day, and my sister was like, "Yo, come back to the crib, mommy not breathing."
I see my dad start struggling to breathe. Like,
and I'm like, "Yo."
See the Muslim down in Texas, they had a Muslim community where though they had to go to the hospital. They let him be in the house. They come there as whatever.
So in closing, I want to ask this question because last week we had a great monumental fucking moment that I got a chance to witness, and that was to see my city at a height where I think we deserve to be at all the time. The aesthetics were amazing, you know what I'm saying? Just to see that backstage and how much love was there. It's like I really feel Philly love at this point.
Yeah.
Like and what did that feel like? Just stepping out there and
so good, man. Because it's not all the time you get to see Philly like that. Especially no violence, no arguing. It's all love and people. Dancing and that's all the rap niggas put together. Even people that had past beefs and all that shit. But nothing was like it was all just love. And it was beautiful. Seriously, like then the newer rappers are there. So it's like generations of people up there. So like, decent. Cause we gotta remember when we started rapping, we ain't had no generations like that. It was just us. It's like so it's like people that's older, but like was no way to talk to them.
Right.
So like seeing all that, we can get them advice. And the young people, they know who they like. They got who they like and who they don't. But they got somebody they can come talk to. They can ask a question to.
Right.
They got people that know people that they need to come. Then I can call Dane. I can call certain people that so like my Brown, my Brown popping doing this thing. So
I just did a panel with Mike Brown.
I just did a podcast with Mike Brown about grief. But I got 2 rappers I'm trying to get on, so like trying to play back behind the scene. And the crazy part, I don't even really want nothing from them. And whatever come with it's cool, whatever. But I just want to see them win. Because if they want to take care of their neighborhood or something like that.
Right.
So I was like, but people like Mike Brown is in pocket. Mike Brown asked me to do a song with him when he was a kid, and I did it. So that's how
They had a crazy record.
We did a video for the record. We did. I came to the video for him. He wasn't even out or nothing at the time. He don't rap no more. But so like I'm not nigga like say, "Mom, remember I did that shit for you, right?" So like.
So who the 2 rappers you trying to get on? You said you trying to get 2 rappers on.
Well, one named Quizzy. Quizzy. And he like more like a street type rapper, but he got that flow. And I call him young legend. So.
So you going from a label standpoint or managing?
But see, I told him I want to manage him because that's a manager got to be there every day. I can't do that. You know? So what I would do is like I'll probably get somebody to management, give me a little percentage of the management for them, and they can do a little shit for them, whatever. Or I don't gotta get shit. I mean, I don't gotta get shit. I would still help you get on. I mean, if you're my young boy, that's just what it is. I won't say, you know, I ain't gonna do that because I ain't getting shit. You know what I mean? Because if you throw, you'll make sure I'm straight anyway. Like, I mean, but if not, it's cool. You know I mean? So I just want you to get you in the door because most niggas appreciate that. You know what I mean? So I just want to see niggas win. And I feel like if a third nigga win, you win too. Like if you give me on something, just put me on some bread, nigga, I got you. You know what I mean? Bread. You know what I mean? So that's, so I mean, plus I ain't fucked up, so I gotta be worried. I mean, worried about it as much before. I mean, he got, you know, she got it. She hectic like nigga, like listen, like. I mean, so I mean, whatever, man. So I mean, I just want Philly to be young boys to be better. Girls got their shit together. They know what they think. Girls, they always got their shit together. They know what they want. The young boys, man, they going down the fucked up path. They path worse than any path the young boys my era ever went through. They come on, they killing multiple people. That shit is
Crazy.
It's crazy, man. Like God, like it ain't a God.
That's how I feel, right?
Yeah, even if the cops don't get you, it's a God, bro.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I also pray that, you know, things, you know, change.
Just imagine you die. Just imagine you die, right? Now when you die, you got to go in front of somebody, whatever. And you done kill people like, oh, you killed me. I couldn't get in that line. Like what? Oh, damn, I thought I got away with this shit. Why take a risk on if you had a hard life, this life, to try to have a hard life? In case it's real. Don't even risk it having a bad life the next life.
Right.
But they ain't scared of it. They ain't worried
That
about
second
that
they still young, they don't think they don't see death yet.
Right.
We take it start getting older, like, oh, death's coming.
You know what I'm saying? People
Even if you're in a house in a bubble, you're gonna die. I mean, so like, dog, get your soul right, man. That's why we try to forgive. Like I had to learn how to forgive. The hell you not get taught how to forgive. We taught to not let nothing slide. So you're forgiving, like forgive. Nigga, I was stubborn and shut up. I mean, I said that was, but I had to learn because I had to learn the hard way because I was raised fucked up. You know what I mean? Forgiving is all that. Of course, you can't forgive everything.
Right.
But the shit you can forgive, like it make you take a weight off yourself. You know what I mean? I said, damn, I feel better that I forgave this. I should have been do this. You know what I mean? So like, you know, in the hood, you raised wrong. I mean, you taught everything backwards. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta learn that shit on your own, become a man on your own, without worry about what people think. I mean, and that's a hard thing to do.
So if anybody wanna find music from you or buy your artworort or anything,
just come on to the gram. Oschino Vasquez one. The gram getting popping. You know what I mean? I check the gram first. Facebook, I don't know. My Facebook connected to my gram, but I don't really be on Facebook. I go there, be having a million messages with money, like damn, I missed this. But Instagram is like for some reason it's faster and easier. You know what I mean?
It's more simple.
Yeah. So what I'm about to start doing is every week I'm gonna have somebody rap on my live. Like have people like at a certain time come on the live and make it or break it. Is it probably two people? Is it good or not? I mean, use my live on that. It's like these people some eyes on themselves. You know.
If you have to tell anything to the young generation of people that's coming into hip hop, what would your message be to them?
This is the main thing I would say to them. Be consistent. I don't care if you're not that good or not. Just be consistent. Just keep dropping. Because I mean, don't let them forget you. Even if they talking bad about you. Just don't go away for a while and come back. It's hard to come back. Keep it pushing. Eventually, something's gonna catch him. I mean, something's gonna catch him. I mean, so like everybody don't get one hit that make everybody like them. Maybe some people get one song, couple fans at a time. So stay consistent. Like man, if you stay consistent, you got no choice but to win.
And so my last question in closing is: do you see yourself as a legend? Because I mean, I can see unanimously in here. We see you that way. But just the way you talk, it don't see like.
No, because I mean, I think everybody flawed, and I think everybody got the potential to be a legend themselves. You know what I mean? So like, we all could be. I guess we all legends then if it's like that. Because like, I mean, I made a lot of mistakes when I was young. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I did when I was young, I'd be appalled about. Like, damn, but I just ain't know better.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I mean, if somebody call me, of course, but I don't care. I carry myself normal. I mean, before I was young, you know, you're arrogant because you're really insecure, but you think, I mean, for real. I mean, when you start becoming a real man, you start caring and thinking about stuff different. You really love people. You really want to see. You really care about them because you know how bad stuff can be. You know, some people say they want to see you to do good. They don't mean
right.
it. You can tell them anything by their actions.
Right.
I mean, but you run around some real niggas, you can tell they like, because they gonna tell you the hard truth. Like, nigga, if I love you, I love you. If I don't love you, I'm not faking it, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not faking it. If I love you, I love you. I mean, so if I say something bad to you, you don't know it's coming from love. But some niggas can't take it because they sensitive. But I still tell them anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I let know black people go through a lot. I mean, and I ain't racist enough. Of course, I'm too smart to be racist. But like, we gotta definitely stick together. Try to. I mean, and stop being scared of each other. Be like, oh, why you down there? Niggas, I see these niggas, they look like me. Of course, there's a chance they can do something. If it's about my time to go, all right. But I'm gonna be scared of a nigga that look like me, man. I mean, that's what that is, man.
So that's a wrap, man.
So man, this was another great episode of It Was All a Dream podcast. I want to thank the brother Oschino Vasquez for coming in and shedding light from a great standpoint. And I don't like to call us legends. I like to say we legendary because we continue to do things that's going to be
Shout out my
great.
nigga Ed Lava, man.
Yeah, Lava, man. Salute
That
to the
nigga's
Don.
nasty. That nigga's nasty.
He in Paris right now, man, working too.
You know what's crazy? That nigga, he like above bad on him. He might want to even answer you back. he like sophisticated. Like he been sophisticated since he was young. Like
Lava.
Yo, that nigga like
That's why we call him the Don.
Yeah, Bob. You say something, I'll be like, he probably say some fleet shit like nigga. Your name's from Nova Scotia. That nigga like, so I really got to talk to him a couple times, like last year or something. Like, and I told him like, yeah, that nigga dope, man. I mean, he dope. Like I listen to his shit like a lot. Like Vodka kind of like unorthodox, like him. Like I mean.
Yeah.
I love Vodka, man.
Yeah, Vodka could be the best if he stayed consistent. If he believed in himself, he could be the best.
Crazy.
Vodka could be the best.
Crazy.
That nigga is unorthodox and crazy brain. That nigga could be the best, man.
That could be the last question. Who's your favorite MC right now in Philly? I'm talking about niggas that's really spit.
Like, I'm talking my favorite Philly rapper of all time.
Of course.
Then Beans. Then I gotta see Nick after that.
But I'm talking about new niggas.
I like the nigga, what the fuck is his name? Damn. Drew Boy.
Drew Boy, fire.
Drew Boy.
You like Skrilla? You see the young boy Skrilla? You gotta check Skrilla out, man.
Drew Boy is a fucking problem.
That's the boy KP.
KP nice too.
KP is
When I started thinking young boys can't rap, Drew Boy said, yo, come on. He put his DMX beat on. He went,
He was on Come Up Show recently.
Oh no, that nigga, he's
I seen
nasty.
some boy.
So I think I just off the top of me thinking, but of course OG is bro.
Oh yeah, real man.
Yeah, he's
stupid.
He's
Celebrity Flash.
He's on my last
Krillin, of course. Krillin, for some reason, is in a great category with the young people still.
I guess because his Instagram.
I see on my first podcast guest coming back, I need Krillin on there because he needs a
He's
TV
hilarious.
He's crazy.
He don't care.
He
Yo, he don't care at all. He nigga say anything and don't care. I think, yo, he the only person if I see they live on, I'm popping it right in every time.
Because you know it's gonna be epic though.
He's gonna say the
He gonna say some
He's
shit.
gonna start a trend word.
Shit, he started feet on lane.
He started dick up.
Yeah, he snapped out.
So the nigga special.
When he was in the poppy store, said, "If your poppy store don't have these juices,
He said you're plugging drinking shit like
this, like Fanta."
But then he write a hot ass rap. Like you won't even think a nigga like him could write like he is act crazy retarded. Then he just come through a fucking bona fide black belt rap. Like I'm like this nigga is what the fuck?
He's like the boy that just know how to hoop and don't never practice.
Right, bro.
That's it, you know what I mean?
You never, I ain't.
But Philly got too many hot rappers in name. But you know who? Shout out to Ines.
Oh my God.
Ines came back.
You were saying I'm down with the freestyle.
But Ines, oh yo, he's been hot since. See, I knew Ines before I got signed. We had songs like
Loch Ness Monster, that nigga.
That nigga's special. And it's a guy named 6 Mil. You probably I've never heard of him. Vicious, crazy. You know what I mean? Philly got a lot of niggas.
Remember Monster?
I don't remember Monster.
From Sean Brown.
From Sean
Oh, yeah,
Sean Brown
yeah,
and Monster.
I like the young boy Sean Smith too.
Oh yeah. He's
Different.
Yeah.
What's it? Oh, one person. The girl. What's the girl that was at the joint? Not Rocky. The other girl.
Tierra
Whack. Oh my God.
Her vibe is, she just like a merchandise guru. She had a shirt, the shirt that just said whack on the
Tierra
motherfucker.
Whack is.
She been nice.
She is.
The pandemic came, she did the smartest shit. She bought the TLA was closed, but she had Tierra Whack outside the TLA, just on there. Like that was some of the most craziest marketing shit I've ever seen.
But I went to TLA. I said, yo, listen, just put my name up there big. This is, I mean, big as you can put it up there. You know what I mean? Like, we got some fire, man. So shout out to everybody for doing anything.
Shout out to everybody, man.
I mean, peace out.